After that, there came the Mahajanapadas. As I have told you, the bigger kingdoms gulped the smaller kingdoms and became the centralized administering kingdom. Okay, so in this way we have the emergence of Mahajanapadas. Okay, so the Magad city was the biggest city. Okay, Magad city was the biggest city. Now these are the evidences that we get from the Buddhist text as well as the Jainist text. Now the Buddhist text, in which Buddhist text we get, it is written in the Angukkar Nikaya. Angukkar Nikaya, and in the Jainist text, the Bhagavati Sutra. So the Angukkar Nikaya talks about the Magad region. Okay, it talks about the Magad region. It talks that what was the political scenario, what was the political scenario of this period, that there were a number of wars. Okay, there were a number of wars. Like if you see, the emergence of Buddha is itself the story of the emergence of Mahajanapadas. Like, why am I saying this? Now that might be the question before you. Like, how Buddha got developed? Okay, Buddha got developed due to this only. Because if you see, there were the wars between the two cities. One city that was belonging from, let me show you with the diagram. This one, Usinara. Okay, Usinara. Okay, no, so not Usinara, sorry, Sakya. Okay, Sakya and Sravast. Okay, so these two cities were fighting with each other. Now this is the Sakya is the city of the maternal city, matlab, Buddha's mother. Okay, Buddha's mother was from the Sakya. Okay, now the Sakya was in war with the Sravast. Okay, and this war was fought in the Kosala region or in the Kosala Mahajanapada. Okay, now if you of course we will be studying in upcoming session, but if you remember, why did Buddha became Buddha? Okay, if you study why did Buddha became Buddha, so you will remember that firstly Buddha saw, okay, firstly Buddha saw a dead person. Okay, okay, after that, due to the dead person, when he went, now Buddha was a prince, right? Buddha was a prince. When Buddha went out of his house, okay, he saw a dead person, and due to which he saw the sorrow that the family faces after the death of any of the person. Okay, after that he saw the old man. Okay, and there he saw that the life is not stable. One person who has came to birth, he has to die on some or the another day. So he saw that the life is not stable. Okay, after that he saw diseases which were prevalent during that time. Okay, so he saw the harsh reality of livelihood, harsh reality of the livelihood. Again, he also saw the poverty that was out of his kingdom, out of his palace, sorry. Okay, so all of these things which he saw, okay, it reflected that we need to have some or the another piece. Now the dead person was the soldier who died in the war, and when he dies, what does the family has to face? Okay, what does his children has to face? What does his wife has to face? He saw that. Okay, after that he saw the old man. He's not getting the food, he's being dependent on one another, and the family is not taking care of. So he saw the life of the old man also. Okay, after that he saw the disease also, the deadly diseases are being grappled. Okay, so he saw this poverty also. So from all this cycle, Buddha said that we need to establish peace. We need to establish peace. And that is why Buddha left his home and you will see that the war was being cancelled or the war was being stopped. Once Buddha left whole of his kingdom, once Buddha left whole of his responsibility, there was no question of the war. Because if the prince is moving out of the house, with whom will fight? And this helped to stop the war. So this was the major reason why Buddha left, to stop the war, to stop all such scenes. Buddha left his palace, okay, and this led to the cancellation of the war. And in this way, Buddha saved many of the lives. Now, this is being said in many of the text. Okay, now this is the story of Buddha. Okay, the major reason why did Buddha left the house was to avoid the war and to establish the peace. Okay, so we'll also study the Buddhism. Okay, during that I will explain each and every phase of the Buddha also. Okay, so the emergence of Mahajanapadas will be depending upon the Kolyas and the Sakyas. The Sakya means the Nanihar of Buddha, okay, the mother's parents ka kingdom, okay, Sakyas and the Kolyas, okay. There were matrimonial relations, okay, there were matrimonial relations between two kingdoms. This was the observation, okay, to establish some of the security, like some another kingdom should not attack us. Now, to avoid this attack, we'll either give our daughter to them, or either will take their daughter in the matrimonial relation with us. Okay, so this in this way the matrimonial relations developed based on the political theories only. Okay, so the idea of the peace was established by the Buddha, and here the Mahabhinishkarna was being achieved. Mahabhinishkarna was being achieved by the Buddha. Okay, so we'll learn each and everything in the Buddhism. Okay, so this was the emergence of the Buddha. Okay, so during this phase we'll see that the monarchical and the oligarchies emerged. The political structure was of two kinds. First was the monarch, and the second was the oligarchies. Oligarchies means if any particular kingdom is not stable to handle all the responsibilities on its own. Like for example, if one region is having good economy but very weak military, and the another region is having good military but weak economy, then both would be collaborating with each other, and they would be administering and providing security to each other, whether it is financial security, whether it is social security. Okay, so this kind of collaboration is known as the oligarchic. Okay, so the oligarchic agreements we will see during the 16 Mahajanapadas, and monarchical polity structure will also see during this Mahajanapadas. Okay, so the Magad city was the biggest. This is being a very established theory in Angukur Nikai and the Bhagavati Sutra. Okay, so the name of the text are very important, because Angukur Nikai, okay, Angukur Nikai was being asked by UPSC examination. Okay, by UPSC examination, although it was asked with respect to the Buddhist or the Buddhism, but yes, I had explained it in this session also, Mahajanpadas also. Okay, so we'll solve this PYQs in the upcoming sessions. Okay, so that's it. In the upcoming session we will see why did Magad was only the largest city. Okay, how it evolved as the largest city, the story behind the Magad. And once the Magad gets evolved, we will see the Mauryan administration. We'll see the Mauryan Empire, how the Mauryan Empire expands from the north up till the south. And this was one of the largest empire of the time during the ancient times. We will also learn about the interesting stories about the Ashoka, about the Chandragupta and everyone. Okay, so next time we'll see with the Magad Empire. Stay connected. Okay, again let us solve those again revise this PYQs which we had discussed in the initial phase. Okay, so 16 Mahajanapadas. So you need to see the location of the Mahajanapadas, right? So let us first see the location of the Mahajanapadas so it may fit into your mind. Okay, see here it is Avanti. Okay, the capital is Ujjain. After that, Matsya, Surasena, Panchal. See, this is the linear line which you need to remember. Okay, Kuru, Panchal, Kosla. Okay, Kuru, Panchal, Kosla. Kosla. Okay, Kuru, Panchal, Kosla, Malla, Vriji. Okay, Malla, Vriji. Vriji is the same one which is the most tiny Mahajanapada and which was acquired by the Persian army. Okay, so the Vriji, okay, see K P K K P K M V M V. Okay, this is the shortcut to remember. KPK MV. Okay, Kuru, Panchala, Kosla, Malla, Vriji. After that, the second line comes Matsya, Sursena, Vatsya. Matsya, Sursena, Vatsya, Kasi and Magadha. Kasi and Magadha. Starting from M, ending with the M. So the first line KPKMV and the second line MSVKM. Okay. So MSVKM. Okay. After this, now these are the 10 Mahajanpadas. After the remaining 6 are Anga, Chedi, Avanti, Asmaka. Okay, after that this Gandhara and Kamboja. Okay, so these are other 6 to 7. Fine. So these are major 6 to 16 Mahajanapadas which you need to consider in the location. Okay, so let's see again. The question. Okay, the places marked by A, B, C and D. So here we saw that this was Avanti, okay, Ujjain. If I am not wrong, okay, Avanti. The C. So BPIM, we have Avanti in these two regions. Okay. Then the first was Matsya. Of course, Matsya in the Saraswati region. Yes. Okay. Saraswati river may will have fishes. Okay. So here Matsya. Okay. And this is Vatsa. Gurukul system was much prevalent over here. So Vatsa. Okay. And the Anga. Right. Fine. Now the next question. Which of the following was initially the most powerful city or the state of India in the 6th century BCE? Okay. So it was Magad. Okay. Now why it was the largest is the topic of our next lecture. So see you in the next lecture. Till then, stay alert, stay energetic. Okay.